from Clearwater Lake. And as you can see, this is just another episode of Messy Biker Campsite. So we're getting ourselves together here, slowly but surely. Got up a little bit later, I guess probably because we needed to sleep. But not wasting any time in, having our breakfast and doing the usual morning stuff, but getting it together and heading out on the trail. Big push immediately this morning up the big climb. Down the other side is going to be Seeley Lake that you've heard so much about but never seen yet. But hopefully early this afternoon or late this morning I'll be able to show you. Beautiful campsite. Looks like it's this lightly overcast, which is absolutely perfect because then the sun isn't beating down on us. They're saying a slight chance of a little bit of drizzle this afternoon. That's perfectly fine with me. The trail into this campsite is kind of somewhat circuitous, and will probably and downhill. So definitely test your mountain biking skills. It's probably about 500 meters or so. So we'll be pushing our bikes up and out of here and back out onto the dirt road there. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got. See you down the road. Hello. So after a probably, I don't know, looked like a half a kilometer push up that trail, which was only difficult in certain spots. So we're back on the road. It's about 10 o'clock, and so probably leaving a little bit later than we want to, but looks like the weather conditions are ideal. Overcast, not a whole lot of sun, not super hot, like I said before. And there's Nigel taking pictures of signs back there. Nice, the higher you get, the better the views. Today, anyways, not so much yesterday. It's better. Yeah. And we've only got another 10 kilometers of climbing to do. Oh boy. But at least we're in a beautiful environment to do it. This is lovely. So, still climbing. We can see the pass from here, which is, I guess, a good sign. Of course, still going to take us a while to get there. But anyways, it's very pretty out here, very beautiful, and very quiet, just how we like it. Now, if you ever look on the map and see the way that we came, you'll see that Highway 83 is a much easier option. But that is not why we are out here. So yeah, we'll climb over mountain passes when it's not efficiently necessary, if that makes sense. Yeah. But this is great though. The trail, actually, this road is in pretty good shape, so I'm enjoying it, even though it's all up. So just stopping for a drink and to load up some electrolytes in my water bottle while I've got this little flat section. Very rare on this climb, on most climbs. But as you can see, we're getting up into the mountains. Those tops of those mountains are much closer than they were this morning. So just gonna finish doing what I'm doing here and continue on up, because it's only one way to get up there. See you there. Oops. Better, maybe. Anyways, just further up the trail here. You can see behind me that we are getting higher and higher. But I just noticed here that if you look way down there, you can see a little body of water, probably right there. That's the lake we camped on last night. Oh, just in time. Here comes Nigel. Yeah. Just making it happen. I think we're fairly close to the top. Looks like we're up in the pass. We're very close. And as usual, when you're in a pass, you get these lovely views. Look at that. That is absolutely amazing. Wow. also at a turning point here, so gotta figure out which way is which. And it looks like we've got some cars up here. There we go. Well, anyways, we're in the pass. Or maybe there's a little more climbing to go, but we're up here. So we get just to the top of this pass, and it looks like we've got a little trail, a little bit of single track to do to get maybe to get into the pass. I would have thought that one of those roads back there was to the pass, but not according to the ACA app maps. So, but here we are. Well, this is kind of nice. Very nice, actually. Hope we don't get any bears. Anyways, I'm sure it won't be long before we are at the pass. I think we are in the pass. Anyways, enough of the passes.
Seeley Lake campground's really nice. They have biker sites right next to the beach.
Might come a bit too early, mightn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess a game time decision. Yeah, for sure.
Depending on what happens.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, listen, I'll let you guys. You guys got some climbing to do still.
Had to catch my breath. So.
Okay, guys, have a great ride. Enjoy. How you doing, bud?
Hello, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you? This is Mona. Hey, Mona. Hey, Mona. Yeah. Are you enjoying the trail? Are you enjoying the trail? Hey, yeah. Look, you're such a sweetie. What is it?
Like
what is it?
Great.
Is that great? Is that the carbon or alloy?
So I went
Yeah, having fun up here?
Yeah. And it's obviously held up.
Yeah. The only issue I had before I went, actually, you can replace your rear axle and mount it direct onto the rear axle.
Yeah.
The alternative is you mount it in there.
The eyelet, yeah.
Now,
They actually have three. Don't they have three different mounts?
yeah, and there's a clamp. You can clamp it on there.
Except in the trailer. If we're moving, she won't sleep. But if I stop and go eat, she'll sleep. But she's pretty good at sleep. She's losing her hearing a little bit, so she doesn't
Mona.
too much. But Mona. Yeah, that's a good girl.
She knows.
That's my sweetie girl.
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So here we are at the confluence between the GDMBR and the little spur that goes off into Seeley Lake and eventually down to Missoula. Not taking that spur to Missoula, but we will have to take a little bit of it into Seeley Lake to get supplies, to get charged up, and all that kind of stuff before heading out. Probably be in there, I'm saying an hour to an hour and a half. And then, get a couple more hours out of the day, unless, of course, it decides to rain. But it stopped raining now, so we're all good. And we're just waiting for Nigel. Oops. Yeah, can't see him. No, I'm sure he's out there somewhere. Yeah. Anyways, so I guess we'll see you at Seeley Lake. Just finishing up Seeley Lake. Nice place. Good grocery store, very good grocery store. A number of decent restaurants. Although nothing fresh like salads or anything like that. It's just tacos, burritos, burgers, steak. Definitely geared towards the carnivore as opposed to the vegetarian. But make it work. So finished up, and of course it took a little longer than I thought it was going to take. But I'm on my way. It's a little after 5. I got about 28 miles to do, so I'll probably get there around 7-ish. Wherever there is Orvando, apparently there's a campground there, so we'll check that out. Hopefully it doesn't rain. So anyways, heading south of Seeley Lake. See you up the road. So it's a little after 6, and we've just passed the last campground before we get into Orvando, which is probably at least another hour down the road, if not more. So late arrival, but that's okay as long as it's campsite and it's not raining. So it is 8 o'clock and we are running late. We're pulling into Orvando. You see it just ahead of us there. A number of options. There's an old jail that they let cyclists stay in. There's a teepee in the same property that has a couple of cots. And then there's a church. And apparently they leave the window open. Good lord. They leave the basement door open all the time, so we can just pull up and go in and check it out. So we're looking at the church just because it's got lights, it's got a flush toilet, it's got electricity, charge up, all of that. So but pulling into Orvando. See you when we get there. And here we are. We are in Orvando. Welcome to Orvando. So, I guess we're crossing the road. Hey everybody. There's lots of people watching this. We are, Nigel and I, we've been traveling for the last few days together. We're doing similar distances, we ride at a similar pace, we have similar goals, and being out here in the wilderness, in the remoteness, it's probably better to have two people along, two people riding together instead of riding solo. But so for now, we're riding together. Anyways, You can see here that we are inside a place. This place is the Blackfoot Community Church in Orvando, Montana. Tiny little town. Has a gas station, has a restaurant, two restaurants actually, and I think a little grocery store, and that's about it. But when we were riding into town, I decided to call one of the people who are responsible for providing shelter, place to sleep for cyclists who are riding the Great Divide Trail. And she told me that, both places that she was responsible for are available. But she also said that the church basement is always open, and cyclists often go there to spend the night. So, given the fact that this is a nice spot, church basement, there's electricity, as you can see. We can plug stuff in, get it charged up. There's a full kitchen here. Not that we've been told we're using it, and of course we'll leave it absolutely spick and span, as if nobody had used it. So feeling very fortunate and very thankful and grateful to be able to stay here, especially since it's been kind of raining off and on all day, and it's just not a great time to be outside and setting up a tent and staying in a tent. So we're going to do that. We're going to sleep here on the floor. And so like I said, we're very happy to be here and in Orvando, Montana. Next stop, hopefully tomorrow, with any luck, would be the Llama Ranch, the famous Llama Ranch on the Great Divide Trail. Looking forward to having that experience, and I'll definitely report back when I'm there and we're doing it. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.